I want to take you through a journey in this video on how I quit my dream job due to Notion. It's a journey of struggle and eventually triumph with some really dumb big failures in the middle. So at the beginning of last year, I set out on a path to creating a video every single day on YouTube. But before I was able to end up tackling this goal, I had to get into a frame of mind that essentially disassociated my creative capabilities from what I was doing behind the camera. I had to focus on different types of videos that could be made and how to push those out onto the internet. I focused on topics related to productivity, apps, top fives, top this, top that. But the truth be told, there was not much creative energy going behind the content that I had been making and that I have been making. I essentially turned this YouTube channel into a job, which, to be honest, has not been a bad job. It was actually my dream job for a while. But every single day when I posted one of these videos, there wasn't much thought behind who it was for, who it was targeted at, and how it could help people really improve their lives. It just generally had the thought of, productivity app, it'll help somebody. I did the classic YouTube SEO strategy. I got an editor. I ended up getting multiple editors now, and it's because of this daily upload frequency. As I sort of reached the pinnacle of effort here, I had to make a system in order to fulfill this large quantity of content. And as I kept fulfilling this content, the audience did get bigger, and you here are a testament to that. And I kept pushing and I kept pushing and I kept pushing through this. I wanted to get 6 weeks ahead on content and then be one day before it was time for me to post. I would push and pull and push and pull until we reached the point where it was May. And I realized that I had posted every single day for over a year. I put myself so into this situation that I ended up getting myself to quit my dream job. This amazing structure that I had in my Notion content calendar allowed me to pump out so much content that multiple apps started reaching out to me, wanting me to be the face of their app, because I proved one thing: I can make educational content based on apps. Now, this was the goal. It was to build a B2B business backend where I was able to reach an audience, prove that I could reach an audience talking about apps, and then apps would come to me with either sponsors or with tutorials that they needed to be made on their own channel. I've now developed a partnership with multiple different channels. You can see it on my content services website. And if you want to work with us, click the link at the top of my banner or link down below. I want to keep making content for apps. But when it comes to my own personal brand, as much as I think tutorials are great, I can't post every single day on my own YouTube channel and then also post all the time on these other places. I also want to post different content here because as we reached a point where I essentially increased my income by 10x on YouTube year over year. Yeah, you heard that right. I now have the opportunity to change what I'm doing on my YouTube channel and focus on reaching an audience that is a little bit broader and a little bit more tailored towards storytelling and connecting with you on how you can improve your life through these tools. That's what the focus on this channel is going to be. And because of that, the daily uploads need to come to an end. So my dream job of posting every single day has to come to an end here, because there's no way in which I can sustain making upwards of 30 plus videos a month for clients and 30 plus videos a month on this YouTube channel. The amount of effort it takes to sit behind the camera and talk that much is something that was already hard as it was with 30 videos. But when I run a business, that's scalable, and I can always eventually have other people, take my place on camera if I have a good enough system for the edit for this tutorial side of it. So that's something that can be scaled. But something that can't be changed is really just me being on camera for my own content. And there was going to be something that took a hit here if I didn't make this change. I'm going to focus a little bit more on writing and learning how to storytell and learning about filmmaking. I kind of reached the point where now it's something I can focus on since I have, a thriving online content business. I can focus a little bit more on exploring the creative side, which will then lead to reaching more of you. So if you're here now as a subscriber to the Meet Junichi YouTube channel, things aren't going to change for you much, except for the frequency of uploads are going to decrease a lot and the quality is going to be a lot higher. I'm going to make videos that are targeted a little less more hyper-focused and reach, more people to help them improve their lives and tell stories. I've invested in a little bit more camera equipment, more so to be able to let me move around, talk, sit in different places, and tell stories about how these different apps can really improve the quality of of the life you're living, explaining to you a reason why that would be the case rather than just giving you tutorial content. The goal there would then be to fulfill that more heavy tutorial in-depth need with things like Skillshare courses, which I know many of you have checked out my course, Mastering Notion. And it also is going to let me spend more time actually looking into these tools and taking deep dives without having this whole very shallow mindset going into a video. There's nothing that I have liked more than being this talking head and frankly, not shutting up, because my goal in some weird backwards way in life was to get paid to talk, because I was told a lot as a kid that I was annoying. And now I've pretty much gotten that to be the case for myself. So with that in mind, it's with a happy heart that I announced that this last week was the last week that we had daily uploads. Probably noticed a little bit of a hitch on Tuesday, and that was on purpose. We have enough videos for 30 more days in a row, but I'm just going to spread it out. And by August, we'll be getting to a weekly cadence. So expect a little less of me, but a better version of me. And expect more videos like this one on how to improve your productivity even more.